Welcome back. Now last time I said I was going to cut the board I'd got into in half basically. Changed my mind a bit, realising that the material I had was quite spalted and I wouldn't be able to do what I wanted to do with one of the boards. So let me just explain. I had a board which was about an inch or so wide, a little bit over an inch, and I wanted to get sides for what's going to be a box basically. What I've done is I've taken about 1/4 of an inch from one side. That'll be cut in half and make two sides of the box with a grey match on it. And then what was left, well, let's talk about the design. I could have made a simple box like this, something like I did like this. Made this even before I started doing YouTube, maybe 15 years ago, something like that. And it was made from a piece of cherry firewood, little tiny piece, and apart from the liner in the box there, everything was made from that one little log. And you can actually see how small the boards were on there. There are 3 boards that go across the width. Now that's quite simple, and I do actually make a dovetail box like this elsewhere on the channel, so if you want to look at how I do that, you can find that video. But what I decided was to do something a little different, so let's look at the design. What I've decided to do is to have a bit of a curve on it, so we're going to do something like this, about a 1/4 circle, and we can have a straight side, kind of like a slice of cheese, I guess. Another straight side, they'll be coming in about a right angle. We'll have dovetails in here. Not quite sure what type to do, what style to do there, but dovetails of some sort. And the top will have an inset of some of the boards that I've cut, some of the thinner boards I've cut. And we'll have dovetails into the curved board here as well. Again, that's a bit more challenging, but it should be fun. And the idea would be to cut through at some point. It's not going to be in the middle. I don't know why I drew it like that, but we'll cut through at some point and be able to move the lid away to get at everything that's inside. So we'll have some boards in here, and they will be in a bit of a fan shape, so that helps with the fantastic. So really it's a slice of cheese which you can open up. Of course, that means that I've got to make this curved section. Now I could take one of my sections like so and try and bend that. Well, it's not going to bend on its own. I'd have to steam it, and you can see it's spalted, and so I think if I tried to bend that, it would just it would snap. So to get around that, what I've done is cut some thinner plies of it, cut them as thin as I could safely, and I've planed them as best I can so that I'll be able to glue them to each other. And each one of these is a bit more flexible, so hopefully with some steam I'll be able to pre-bend them towards the shape of the form, and then put some glue on them and glue them round the form, and hopefully it'll all stay together. But it really is a fingers crossed job, and if it goes wrong, I'll have to come up with another solution. Before I cut the next board off this, we want to plane it, and I also want to bring it slightly more round towards 1/4 sawn, so I'll take a bit more off the outside. Let's start with the jack. that's turned into these 6 pieces of various width material. Quite thin still, but thick enough to make a top and a base for the box. Can't cut them to size yet because I want to make that fan as nice as I can to go on the box. So the exact sizing of this will have to come up a bit later, but I can get the 2 surfaces, front and back, face side and the reverse face side, planed up, pretty much ready to go. If I tried to plane these thin plies up against a bench stop, then they'd just buckle and snap. So I grip them at the end with a clamp, plane about 2/3 of them away from the clamp, and then swap around and go the other direction. So from that 1-inch board that I had last week, I've cut about a 1/4 inch board, which will be cut in half to make the 2 straight sides, and I've got a set of 4 plies that I've cut, which I can make the lamination out of, the bent lamination for the curved side. So I've just been making this former around which to bend the laminations that will make that that side of the box. Basically what I've done is I cut out, first of all, part of a circle, this bit here. It's more than 1/4, so I get my half of the box, which is 1/4 of a circle, from about here to there, with its radius coming back to about here. I cut that one out with a compass saw, made it a nice shape with a rasp and planes, and then copied that to what happens to be another piece of chipboard and a couple of pieces of MDF, cut those out, and then I copied the first curve using rasps quickly on those 3, and then finished that off with a plane. That's what you just saw me doing. So basically that's the former. It's plenty wide enough to take all these pieces. What I'm going to do with it now is also connect it to this piece of waste board, another piece of it's MDF with some beech veneer on it. I'm going to attach this on here as a backer. That's going to give me something to clamp it to the bench too whilst I'm working. It also gives something which will align all the plies on that one edge. And what I'll do, I'll just grease this up with a little bit of oil before I start so that nothing glues to it. To be able to pull things around here, what I need to do is use some clamps, and so I've just marked out also for some notches here so the clamps are pulling square across it at different angles. So I can first of all put a ply on in the middle, clamp it there, and then add clamps going round until I've pulled the side right the way round on both sides and got the full curve that I need. Don't forget to share my videos. It's the only way other people will find out about them. And if you want to make sure and see the next episode, then do ensure you're subscribed and you've ticked the notification icon. Cheerio.